I am Dr. Vinita Bhadoria, Associate Professor of English in Government College, Behror. Welcome in this video. In this video, I am going to give a brief introduction of the poet G.M. Hopkins, Gerard Manley Hopkins, and one of his famous poem, The Sea and the Skylark. Gerard Manley Hopkins was born on 28th July 1844 at Stratford in United Kingdom, and he was died on 8th June 1889 in Dublin, Ireland. He has taken school education from Highgate School, and his alma mater is Balliol College, Oxford, and Hythrop College, London. He was the disciple of Jowett and Pater. Bridge and Dolben were among his friends. Coventry Patmore became a close friend in his later life. He was pupil of Pusey and Liddon, and after his conversion in 1866 to the Church of Home of Newman, he entered the Jesuit novitiate in 1868. He was a poet and Jesuit priest. In 1884, Hopkins was appointed to the chair of Greek at Dublin University. He was a poet of much originality and skillful innovator on rhyme. He wrote a number of short poems which were collected after his death by Robert Bridge, who published a small collection from them in Miles' Poets and Poetry of the Century. He is regarded as one of the major poets in the realm of English poetry. He is a Victorian poet, although his influence is more technical than spiritual. Yet his acute sensibility to beauty, his original metaphors, and his sincerity cannot be denied. Dr. F. R. Lewis writes, the bent of his genius was so strong that we are forced to believe that his experimenting would have taken much the same lines even if there had been no Shakespeare. Hopkins belongs to Shakespeare, Donne, Eliot, as opposed to Spenser, Milton, and Tennyson. The young poets of the new generation felt strongly the influence not only of Eliot but also that of an earlier poet, G.M. Hopkins. Hopkins was a technical innovator with much intellectual complexity, which of itself appealed to young minds almost despairingly conscious of the complexity of the civilization into which they were born, and of which they desired to be interprets to the masses. In October 1866, Hopkins, is still an undergraduate, was received into the Roman Catholic Church. Before his reception, Hopkins wrote to Newman and went to Birmingham for an interview, and therefore he felt a filial gratitude to his adviser, wrote him an annual birthday letter, wanted to edit his grammar of assent. In 1884, he was Jesuit priest of a Latin church. Major works of G. M. Hopkins are The Wreck of Deutschland, Heaven, Heaven, The Habit of Perfection, God's Grandeur, The Sea and the Skylark, The Windower, Pied Beauty, The Caged Skylark, At the Wedding March, Handsome Heart, Andromeda. He has written many more poems, about 50 to 60 poems in his short lifetime, because he has died at the age of 44 by typhoid. Now the poem Sea and the Skylark. The Sea and the Skylark was written by J.M. Hopkins in 1877. The literary form of the poem is sonnet. It is a short poem of 14 lines written in iambic pentameter. First 8 lines of the poem are octave, consistent with 2 quatrains, and last 6 lines are sestet. The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABBA, ABBA, CDC, DCD. He has followed the pattern of Italian sonnet, that is Petrarchan sonnet, the father of sonnet, Petrarch. This poem is a contrast between optimism and pessimism. In this sonnet, poet is described in first 8 lines the mood of joy, where he describes the natural sounds of the sea and the skylark singing. But with the very first line of the sestet, the mood changes to one of gloom and despondency. The remaining lines of the sestet are deeply pessimistic. The poet foresees the total decline and even dissolution of the human race. The poem ends with a deep sense of loss and the thought that man is losing his identity and destroying his pattern. The, the poem was originally titled by Walking by the Sea. Later on, it will change in The Sea and the Skylark. The town mentioned in the poem is Rhyl in Wales. The theme of the poem exhibits two sources of energy. One is purity